My Cupcake Addiction kitchen today with possibly the most special guest that I've ever had in an episode of My Cupcake Addiction. This is my mum.
Hi.
My mum runs a channel called Cooking for Dogs that some of you guys might have seen, and if you haven't, you should definitely go and check it out. But mum's channel is basically anything you can think of to do with your dog. So she does cooking for dogs, grooming for dogs, information, things about toxic foods. She knows more stuff about dogs, feeding them and looking after them than I will ever know. What's been your favourite video, Mum?
I think my favourite one was when I did a pedicure manicure for my puppy.
Definitely head on over to Cooking for Dogs and check out my mum, not just because she's my mum and she's amazing, but because she's got awesome videos and awesome ideas for how you guys can do more fun stuff for and with your dog. So today we're teaming up on a bit of a collaboration. Some of you guys have been asking for a gingerbread house for Christmas. I'm going to make a gingerbread dog kennel.
We're using a gingerbread cookie recipe and it's all dog friendly ingredients, so your dog will not get sick from this recipe.
Perfect. Alright, let's get started on our gorgeous gingerbread dog kennel. So the things that you'll need today, I've got a Ziploc bag and a pair of scissors. I've got a rolling pin, a couple of knives and a little bit of wholemeal flour just to roll out my cookie dough. I've also got some Schmacko's assorted treats, so whatever dog treats you like, but I'm using some straps and also some twists. And I've made you guys a gorgeous little printable template for your dog kennel, which I will link to down below.
And we're using carob, which is actually a legume. It's a dog-friendly chocolate. Never feed your dog chocolate. It is totally toxic. And we're also using our favourite dog-friendly ginger cookie dough.
You're also going to need a baking tray lined with a bit of wax paper and a preheated oven, moderate 350 Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius. Let's get into it.
So I'm going to be sprinkling some flour, quite a generous amount of flour on my board.
Mum is going to roll out that cookie dough nice and even and flat, and you'll need a fair bit of pressure and a bit of muscle when you're rolling it out. When I was younger, I wasn't allowed to eat a ton of sweets, so Mum would let me bake, but I wasn't allowed to buy. So I quickly learned how to make a pretty mean chocolate slice and a pretty mean sponge cake and found every opportunity that I could to make them. Okay, so once your dough's all rolled out, you want to grab your little template, and I've actually made it super simple, so we've written on it how many of each piece you need. So we're going to use a knife and we're going to cut out around our pieces. Alright, so once all of your template's all cut out, you should have a tray that looks roughly like that. So the last thing you want to do before they go in is cut out a little door for your little kennel entry. Pop those ones off into the oven and they're going to take between 15 and 20 minutes. We found about 18 minutes worked well for this recipe.
We did.
Alright, so all of our pieces of our little gingerbread kennels are out of the oven and we're going to start putting it together. We're going to use carob, but I believe you can also use
Yogurt chips. Make sure they're the unsweetened variety.
There you go. So if you can't find carrot, yogurt chips, but definitely not chocolate.
Not chocolate. Ever.
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 Ever. So we're going to use some kibble or some little sort of dog biscuits, but Mum's dog Roland ate them all. So
yes.
Mum's going to have to make some new kibble and she's just going to chop up some of our Schmacko's. Do you want to get onto that, Mum? Chop them nice and small so we've got something to put as a surprise inside our little gingerbread kennels. And I'm going to put my white chocolate into a Ziploc bag and snip a little tip off the end. Now the other thing that you'll notice with that template is on the little front piece there's a little picture of a bone. So you can take that little bone and you just want to put a little bit of baking paper straight over the top of it. We're going to trace around it to make a nice little bone shape to go on the front door of our kennel.
Oh, how cute.
It's so cute. Alright, so there's your little dog bones and we can pop those off into the fridge. You can just let them sit on the bench. So we've got the two roof pieces, we've got a base piece, two side walls, a back wall, and a front section, which of course has a little opening for our dog.
The door.
The door. We're going to put down some of that carob or yogurt chip.
As a foundation.
As a foundation and as a glue.
I will hold it for you.
Thanks, Mum.
You're welcome.
Definitely don't try to do this while your gingerbread is at all warm or your carob is just never going to set. Now we're going to fill it with a little bit of kibble. You don't have to do this, but it's a nice little surprise inside and the dogs absolutely love it. You want to pop some of that in, Mum?
I would love to.
Alright, so it's time to put the roof on, and the best way to attach the roof is actually to apply your carob or your yogurt chips directly onto your little turrets here as well as onto the roof piece. Gives you kind of that double amount of glue. Our little kennel's starting to take shape. Once your little gingerbread house is completely set, you want to take some more of that carob, and you might need to remelt it here. Take your schmackos, and we just cut them into about 1 inch long sections, and we're putting down a little line of that carob and then just laying them out like regular roof tiles. So for me it was about 4 across, and I did about 4 layers. When you come to your next layer, you want to just overlap it slightly on top of the layer underneath, which will kind of give it that like splayed out roof effect. Once you get down to the last row, you want to kind of build that roof line up a little bit with that carob so that your 2 last or top rows of roof tiles are meeting up almost exactly, so it's nice and neat and comes to a good point. Take one of your spare little schmacko straps now, and I just cut off a couple of thin sections. Use them to line the front section of the kennel and then one across the center of the top of the roof. To add some finishing touches, don't forget to glue on your little bone at the top of your doggy door. And Mum actually baked a couple of extra little gingerbread cookies, so we're going to stick a little gingerbread miniature dog at the front of our kennel. We made that one as part of an advent calendar that we made over on the Cooking for Dogs channel, which is another fabulous and really easy idea for dogs when it comes to Christmas treats. So there's your gorgeous little fully dog-friendly dog gingerbread kennel, perfect for Christmas, perfect for pretty much any event that you want to spoil your dogs at. As you can see, these went down an absolute treat with Ruby, the chocolate brown Labrador Retriever, and also with Roland, the little caramel toy poodle. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing me in the kitchen with my mom. It's been awesome. Make sure that you go over and check out Cooking for Dogs. If you guys have dogs, if you know anyone with dogs, share the channel. There's a ton of great information over there and stuff that I didn't know. Like, did you know 6 raisins is enough to kill a dog? Who knew? Anyway, all those facts and lots more, I will link to everything you need to know down below. Have a great Christmas, guys. Enjoy spoiling your pets this year. And as always,
Keep safe and thanks for watching.
bye.
Bye.